Master trainer and certified glue specialist Solomon Pratt is in the building. I hope you all having an amazing day. Today's topic is about why you should hire a mentor and the number one thing that people get wrong about hiring a mentor. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to cover is what most people get wrong about hiring a mentor. Most people mess up when it comes down to hiring a mentor by them wanting a mentor and they haven't done any work. Yes. When you haven't had no experience, when you haven't done no work, you should not look for a mentor. Because the first thing the mentor is going to say is, damn, why are you talking to me when you haven't did shit? Just having a idea doesn't mean nothing. The mentor wants to see you actually having some experience and you actually have done some work and you actually have some resources to pay for their time and skills and knowledge. So you definitely want to go and get some experience and know what you're doing to a certain degree. And then the business and the job of a mentor is to take you to the next level. Just like I'm showing you all in this video. This is my mentor, Brandon Carter. So what I did, I want to get somebody from the same hood that I'm from. Brandon Carter is also from Chicago. He's actually from the South Side, and I'm from the suburbs. I'm from Maywood. So basically, I want to go and find out for somebody from my own neighborhood who was pretty much doing it big, and he was pretty much known. So I've been following Brandon Carter pretty much about before I started being a trainer officially. I've been following him for about 12 years, and I've been a trainer for about 10 years. So when I first started off being a trainer, I actually didn't go and start off in the gym. So I kind of did it different than most people do it. So, but it gave me a different kind of perspective. So I started out training people on my own, and then once I pretty much been a trainer for about 4 years, then I started working in the gym. So what that did was they gave me a whole different kind of hustle versus the trainers who pretty much only worked in the gym. Let me give you an example. So when I was working at Export, I would maybe make my money by doing the PTX. So a PTX is when you go and pull somebody off of the floor and you go and give them a sample workout for either like 10 minutes or you can make it a whole hour, and where you will pretty much go and show them how you train them, find out a little bit about them, and then work on, just trying to get them to go and be interested in training. But how I did it though, since I was a hustler and I pretty much been on my own, I like the fact that, okay, I can do a PTX, I can make $10 in 10 minutes. Or sometimes what I did was I actually would go and get about 2, 3 women at the same time, and then I would make more money. I make $45. So so I get 3 women, 4 women, so I make $40. So I like the hustling like that. But what I seen was most trainers didn't have that kind of hustle. They pretty much had to where the gym was giving them clients. So they pretty much didn't have to. They was like, ew, I'm not finna work the floor and get people. But I thought about it, okay, I get to come in when I want to come in and then pretty much, just work the floor, make some money. And especially once when I had my products, I had my bands, I can go and pretty much meet somebody off of the floor, do a PTX in 10, 15 minutes, pitch them my bands and make some money and move on to the next purchase. So I like that aspect about doing the PTX. So one thing that I did notice though when I was in the gym before I pretty much pretty much hired Brandon, I realized that people were like kind of look down on me when I pretty much said, man, I'm interested in hiring a mentor. Because the main thing that people would tell me, especially black people, they would tell me is, why are you gonna hire a mentor when you could just learn from YouTube? Why are you gonna hire a mentor when you could just read a book? You're already doing it. But even in back then, I had pretty much enough wisdom to say, okay, so my own knowledge got me here, and I said, okay, let me find out who's somebody that's been in this field longer than me, and they got better results, and then they can pretty much have me to do some other stuff that that's gonna save me time, so I can pretty much I won't have to hustle as hard, because I knew that still. I mean, I did enjoy doing one-on-one training, but I realized that doing the one-on-one training, you pretty much you can't go on vacation. When clients don't show up, you don't make money. And even in still, that you have it in contract that if they don't show up, pretty much, you're gonna pretty much, just charge them. People still didn't respect the business like that. So I knew that definitely by having a mentor, he can pretty much give me some other ways to work the business to get more better results quicker. So what I did was when I pretty much had some money, and then pretty much Brandon Carter, he was in Chicago, but he wound up pretty much moving to New York. So pretty much he pretty much started off doing music, and then later on he realized that doing music is more difficult to make money than he was a trainer, and he pretty much had his YouTube page popping. So when he pretty much had a event in Chicago, I went to the event, and I pretty much joined his high ticket program, where pretty much he showed us how we can make money online without having to train clients in person. So that was big, because at first, before, people, even and still now to this day, people think of online training as like a trainer being in front of the screen with them doing push-ups. So now, so we don't do the virtual training, because pretty much the virtual training is basically like you still doing the one-on-one training. You're exchanging time for money. And then and that wasn't what he taught us. So he taught us about how we can pretty much make the people a program, and then the main thing that people need is so that the trainer can just make sure that they do it. So that's why I'm glad that I went and did that. And then so it pretty much gave me a major advantage over the other trainers. But what I had to do was, it cost a pretty penny. For his program, and then for the advanced stuff, it costs a lot of money. And then so yeah, so definitely getting a mentor is definitely great for somebody who's actually serious about wanting to have a major competitive advantage over most people, because most people, they don't value paying for personal development and mentorship. Like, I would see this all day. Like, I definitely I had other people that I would train, pretty much my private clients, and they had mentors, and especially the ones that I had, they was white, and then they had businesses. They had mentors all day. So that's the other thing that I have noticed. That I noticed that in the black community, it's kind of looked down on as, oh, you finna hire a mentor? Are you paying somebody? So and I knew that then something was wrong. So some of the benefits of having a mentor is you get faster growth, because you have somebody that's already an expert in that field, and then they can pretty much, coach you on what you're trying to do and how you can get there faster. So it's definitely worth it, but you gotta pretty much find somebody that you respect, and somebody pretty much that has more success than you, and then pretty much they actually can help you. So definitely, so it's a way that you can get faster success. And other thing is that people need somebody to hold them accountable. So just like how I hold my clients accountable when it comes down to them doing their workouts, logging their meals, staying on track. The mentor does the same thing with me. When it comes down to me, hitting my 20 conversations, and me talking to a certain amount of people online per day, me doing a certain amount of posts that I have to do every single day. So the mentor's job is also to stay on me. And then since you pretty much pay this person a lot of money, somebody who pretty much makes a lot of money, they're gonna pretty much take it more seriously, because you're paying them money. So when you have a mentor, and then the mentor is not charging you, they're not going to take it seriously. So that's why definitely you want a mentor that pretty much has success in the field that you pretty much want to have success in, so that they can pretty much give you the tricks, and then pretty much save you a lot of time. So definitely it makes a big difference though. And the other thing is, it makes a difference in you having that kind of emotional support. So this person, whenever you have a problem or a certain concern, you can pretty much go and bring it to your mentor, especially as if you all have that type of arrangement, and then pretty much they can help you navigate the problem that you're having. So that definitely makes a big difference. I'm gonna give you all an example as to how my mentor Brandon Carter went, and like how lately the advice that he gave me that helped me. So now I pretty much go and just, especially now, I get my clients from Facebook groups. That's pretty much how I get my groups. I get my leads from that. And then I had pretty much I had like an issue with me getting my posts approved. So before, in the different groups, I would go and post something, and then the other groups wouldn't approve of it. So pretty much when I was talking to my group, and then it's also like a gentleman's club with other trainers that I'm in, other people that are making more money than me, people starting off, and so yeah, so pretty much I would say that it's like a church for personal trainers and business people. Well, we have, our lecture, and sometimes Brother Carter, he even quote different things that Jesus said. But yeah, so but definitely but having that kind of emotional support makes the biggest difference. And yes, and then your skills get better. I would say that his training, I would say that it's like pretty much like a special kind of sales school. Pretty much, it's like a special kind of sales college. I would say that it's pretty much the best sales school, pretty much in the world. And then what it is you're pretty much going up against other trainers in the world. So pretty much in the group. So it pretty much makes it competitive, but then still we want to see each other win, and then yeah, so it's definitely worthwhile. But you have to have somebody that you trust, and then pretty much have a track record of getting results. So the other thing is you get amazing network opportunities. So I have other people that I met, other trainers, and then we pretty much have a good relationship. But these people, I actually would have never met them before if I wasn't in contact with Brandon and having him as my mentor. Like I have like another guy, that me and him are the same age, and he's also now in Miami, and me and him also became friends, and he's making more than me at the business. But it does help to have like a network of people that are in the same field as you, and they can also help you with your business too. So just it does give you opportunities to meet other people who are doing better at the business than you, and then they can still help you, important to you to help you, just like how you also help them if they need help, and then you have a specialized skill. So I definitely liked that a whole lot. And the other thing that people need is you somebody that's going to give you a different perspective that's not close to you or not related to you. And that definitely makes a big difference. So by you having somebody that's a coach, and then they're not related to you, and then I mean they're still close to you, but not that close to you, where they can pretty much see where you're trying to go. They can point out, okay, this is not right. Stop doing this. I think and then pretty much they can pretty much keep you on track, which makes a big difference. And this is also the other thing that I pretty much had to learn is you should not I would say you should not pretty much listen to what other people say that goes against what your mentor tell you to do. For example, okay, so pretty much our way that we're taught to get clients is about doing the online training, by pretty much getting people from different spots online. That's what we're pretty much taught to do it like that in a certain kind of way. And then I have other people that I know that they care for me, and then but they're not experts on fitness when it come down to the fitness business. So a lot of times, I got this other guy, he's a great guy. So he specialized in banking, but he was trying to give me advice. But what it is okay, so a lot of things that he say, it goes against what Brandon Carter teaches us. And then these people mean well, but one thing I tell people though is you don't want to go against what your mentor tell you. Otherwise, it's going to pretty much, just cost you time, and then and like a lot of problems. So you want to pretty much, for the most part, pretty much you want to listen to your mentor over everything. So you want to be a good coach. I mean, a good student. So yeah, a perfect example. Just like I seen this one quote with Michael Jordan. He was saying that his best skill that he has is that he's coachable. So once again, so he's the greatest player in the world, and he's also a prime example of, okay, he know how to play basketball. Why is it that Michael Jordan hires so many different coaches? Because he knows that these different people have a special area of expertise, and then I don't want to learn by myself. I mean, having to learn the hard way. I would rather just have this person who specializes in this that help me in this aspect of my game, and have this person that help me in this aspect of my game. So that's why it's very, very good, that people who are, the top 1%ers, they hire mentors and special kind of trainers so that they can have somebody to hold, number one, somebody to hold them accountable to the highest degree possible, somebody to save them time, somebody to stay on them, somebody to give them structure, and somebody to give them the latest uh knowledge and skills in their craft. So yeah, so now I'm a perfect example. So we have like a new way that we pretty much do. So we have like a new advanced way that we pretty much go and get clients. Now, back in the day before, we used to have to go and pretty much, you just meet a person online and then pretty much go and book a 10-minute call and then have a 60-minute call where we pretty much just ask the right kind of questions to so to get them to talk themselves into buying our high ticket program. Now, with our new way of selling, now we don't do 60-minute calls no more. Now we pretty much just sell through the chat. That's what we do now. And then at the end of it, though, I mean, at the end of pretty much the chat, we have the person to fill out the application, and then now we go and pretty much go and just make them a video, and we do it a certain kind of way with the offers. So now that's our new advanced way of doing it. So I can't give you all no more details about it because that cost me a whole bunch of money to do it like that. So yeah, so definitely so it definitely makes a big difference. But pretty much when you have a mentor, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get the top and best way to go and perform in your business. So it's a sacrifice that a lot of people are not willing to make. So that's why most people are the same. So it all comes down to the sacrifice. So yeah, so if you're not willing to make that kind of sacrifice, you're not going to have no type of competitive advantage over other people. So definitely, I hope you all enjoyed the video. So definitely, just keep this in mind when you're thinking about getting a mentor, and you'll be all good. So, all right, y'all. So I'll see you all next time. And if you all are looking for somebody to help you with your training, that comes down to you holding you accountable, helping you with your meal plans, making you a meal plan, making sure that you stick to it with your training, your eating, you can go and fill out my application, and then I will go and pretty much see if you're a good fit for my training. So, all right, y'all. So I love you all. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this video to somebody who actually needs a mentor, or they're interested in getting a mentor, or somebody who's interested in toning their body. And I'll see you all next time.